3D printing has to be one of the top ways to make a passive income in 2023. I've done it myself. I have like 8 3D printers in this office, and they're constantly running, making me a passive income as I do nothing here. I sell across Etsy, eBay, and Amazon. Just recently on Amazon, we did over $1,000 in sales on just one product that I listed, and that's with like minimal advertising, just natural traffic and keywords. And so yeah, you can make a lot of money. There's big profit margins because you're in control of manufacturing, and it's a great way to make money. I really recommend it, and I'm going to teach you just how to get into it if you're interested. So first of all, if you want to make money 3D printing, I need you to follow my steps exactly, and I'll teach you how it's done. So first of all, these are CR6 SME machines by Creality. They self-level and they're amazing machines. $300. Go on walmart.com and you can find these. I'll leave a link below. And before anything, I want you to go on YouTube and research, first of all, what a 3D printer is, how it works, and second of all, how to operate one, just so you know what you're getting into before you start. So step number 2 is to find a product that sells well, and then either replicate that product but sell it for a cheaper price, or find something really unique in a niche that you like. And I do this usually by going on Etsy, because you're probably going to start out on Etsy. So go on Etsy. There's this plugin I'll show you that lets you see how many sales a product usually gets, and I use this to determine what products sell well. And when I find what sells well, I usually try to make something for cheaper with my 3D printers that's still high in quality, that's something someone's going to want to buy, but I usually compete with the other listings. So I list it for less, and it's slightly different, that variation of a thing, whether it's like a Christmas ornament or like whatever you're trying to make. So I recommend doing one of those strategies, and it will work phenomenally. Alright, so step number 3 is to actually design your product. Once you're confident in yourself and you have a product or an idea that you know is gonna do pretty well, then you're gonna want to design it. So what I do is I go into Fusion 360, download it, or get a similar design program to actually design your product to be 3D printed, and go through the steps, take out a piece of paper, do a rough draft, and then go on the computer, design it. And you can find many tutorials on YouTube on how to do this, but if you're not willing to do that, you can always go an alternate route and go on like Fiverr.com, and find someone to hire to actually design your idea for you. Step number 4 is to actually go and 3D print your product and list it. Now it's easier said than done, because when you list your product, you want to make sure that it's successful, and in order to ensure it's successful, you need to have good keywords. I've learned that keywords are the most important thing when it comes to listing a product, because that's the way people find your product. If you don't have good keywords, no one's going to find your product or know what it is. Number 5 is to actually just repeat this process. Keep growing your stores. Grow your Etsy store, your eBay store. Just keep growing, maybe even get a following on social media, like I'm trying to do here. And just keep growing. Keep learning when it comes to 3D printing. Make more products. Just keep doing everything. Eventually you're going to get a lot of sales and get pretty good at it. And the sky's the limit. Just keep going. Eventually, once you scale up enough, you might even have like a physical location if you get good enough, or you won't even have to be in charge of your 3D printers. You can hire employees, and you don't, at a certain point, you will expand to a point where you do injection molding, and maybe even have like a manufacturer manage your products. You don't even have to have 3D printers. So it's pretty amazing what you can do, and it's super exciting to think about the future, and I'm excited to keep expanding my stuff. After a year or so, if you get really good at it, I highly recommend expanding into Amazon. I did that just recently, and it's been super successful. And Amazon, just constantly invest your profits back into your business, use them as tax write-offs, and just advertise your business more. We're getting into that, and the sky's the limit. So good luck out there 3D printing, and I hope this video helped.
Subscribe.